I am Sandeep Mohan, an independent filmmaker from India, making films for people from around the world who love independent cinema. My new film, Danny Goes Aum, is right now available in a few territories, including the US, Canada, the Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland, also in Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, and also in South Korea. Now that we are here, that the film has managed to find a release in these various territories, I thought this would be, and I'm in the process of trying to figure out the next film, which would be my sixth film. Before that, I need to get the motivation going, and I thought this would be a great time to relook at how I made Danny Goes Aum. Considering the situation it was then, I have some footage which I have not put out earlier from my initial days of trying to conceive this idea. It was difficult times 5-6 years back. It was during COVID. Okay, so I've decided to go and buy a new diary. Always buy a new diary, to write something new. And I'm going to Powai after 6 months to March beginning. After I came back from midway, I came back from CineQuest. I haven't gone to Powai. Left, right, onwards to pick up a diary. Yes, sir. This step, then that step, then this step. So I'm going into the shop. I got this diaries, nice blue, one for me, one for my daughter. I like these diaries. I like the empty pages. Of course, this is home, this is where I sit, but during COVID it was all closed, and I felt caged in. An independent guy like me feeling caged in, and I just had to step out of this place and go to a place where I could breathe. What I mean to say is, cities you couldn't step out. So I remember it was on the 12th of October. I took the flight from Mumbai to Goa, and I wearing all those masks and stuff, which the flights give you in those days. And man, that was some time in those days. People were scared that will you come back alive. Very few people were traveling then, and I reached Goa. And of course, I ended up in an Airbnb room, which I found online. And it had to be that room. I think universe was playing tricks. It was just trying to show me the way. And I'm here to do a recce, as well as mainly I'm trying to figure out the story for Danny. This is my first day here, and like the place, it's quite nice. It's got a nice small balcony. I think today I just came in from Mumbai during COVID times, so main thing, the mask is here. I'm supposed to be wearing mask, but since I'm inside, I don't need to wear it. I have some things playing in my mind, but I need to figure out how it all will add up. I was the only person living there in that apartment. The owners are wonderful people, and of course I had to keep social distancing, so nothing else is open in that whole beach town except one restaurant, which I went for lunch on the first day when I arrived, and I kind of started going off on there. Initially, one cat came into my room, and the cat was the only source of connection with anybody. I was talking to the cat. So I have this new guest who's come to help me out here in this room where I'm trying to write my next script. What's your name? Wait, it's quite high to jump. Whee! So I was kind of spending a lot of time talking to the cat and trying basically not to start writing, because anyone who gets so much freedom after being locked in during the lockdown at home, to be able to walk in Goa in the beach, or be in the room and you can open the window, you can sit there, nobody is there. I was feeling free, so I didn't feel like working. Strange thing, I didn't feel like writing because I don't know what to write. I had a basic idea, but I don't know what to write. So I started playing with the cat. The cat became an addiction, It's the first time I'm playing with cats. I don't play with cats. But they have fun. At some point I was getting scared where I started ending up making a movie about a cat now to follow the movie with the dog. So I think the cat did me a favor. And one day the cat stopped coming to my room. And then now that I was actually alone, I started thinking what to write now. I'm spending money in the room per day. I can't be staying for too long also. I need to come back home to my family here in Mumbai, or they'll throw me out. So this is how it evolved. I used to go and sit in that shack in the morning, or write a bit, a few scenes, then have lunch there, then go for a walk looking for scenes which I could see, or I could imagine something as to what would happen next. And then in the evening maybe go into the water and take a dip in one of the corners which nobody was there. And I would sit there sometimes for hours, come back, have food. Again, work in the night, make some points for the night. I was not writing in the night, I would just ideate in the night, write points till late night in the room. And the next day morning, again, I would come to the shack, have breakfast, and start writing till afternoon. And this was a process I followed a few days, and it kept moving forward. Each day in the afternoons, I would discover new things. I would go to new places and discover new things. And the mind with the heart, or whatever, wherever it comes from, these ideas, it would just show up in front of me, or I would make up something based on the trigger given by some external stimuli, sometimes a person, a tree, a rock, whatever. The place, the specific place, that time the world is going through, questions about life, death, scary news, all the headlines would be about people dying, and the world is going to end and stuff like that. Negativity in the air. And I was like, no, I know the world can survive. I'm a very positive guy, and there is so many things good in the world too, and that's me. It's interesting. Ready for Danny. I walked from little rasta from there You know what you see out there? That rasta I came, that direction. It's little lot of shrubs and little bit like a small forest out there. I like this rock formations which are out here. It's quite beautiful. Each one, you know, with the background of the sea, looks really beautiful. I would like to shoot here. You know, my next movie, Danny. It's beautiful. It's like a little more jungle-like. So we need to be a bit more careful here. There is this path here. I think I've discovered this place, or at least that's what I believe. And I came all the way from right there on top. You see those cliffside behind this tree. No, I didn't go there. I came somewhere from there, and that's the path I took. I don't think there are many people here. Maybe I'll try walking a little bit. It's slippery because of the rain. Let's see what lies ahead. You know? I like the sound. There seems to be a path going somewhere up. And then I'm on the other side of the beach. I don't think there's anyone here. Okay, there are monkeys here. There are monkeys. Hello. The right lenses. This would be interesting. Don't know where I'm going. Hope it's worth it. Don't know whether there is a way here. I ended up finding this nice spot here. One has to be careful while going. Looks cool. Yeah. I think the light is quite interesting here because it's filtered through its leaves. I like to discover the location and keep discovering the character. Right now I'm here trying to figure out Danny and what is the person who is a person like him. Where all does he go? And right now in life too, I'm in the mood for not post coronavirus, COVID. Right now we are in October 2020. A sense of adventure. I want to go somewhere. There is that feeling which is predominant in me. Wait a second. So I'm figuring out ways of telling a story which will have a personal connect at the same time as I would say telling a fictional story about a person, because I feel more and more people post this virus step, and I don't think it is anywhere nearby in terms of the vaccine and stuff. So I want to try to understand myself as to what have humans got ourselves into, right? What have we got ourselves into? We have got ourselves into a spot of bother. We have got ourselves into a spot of bother. Actually, I want to be on that boat and shoot in Danny. I can go in that boat with a nice gimbal. I can shoot some beautiful shots, Danny in it. You know, think about it. Figure a way out. Figure out a way to get access to a boat like that. Magical. Who is there in that boat? Who are they? Wow. Specific. You know, for instance, this cliff wouldn't come up, you know, if not for the fact that I'm here. I'm still trying to figure out a nice ending. This is my view right now. Sky above and the sea beneath and the ground here right next to me. Then I took a bank loan, put together a team, made a nice schedule. Then I knew I had to really dig in hard on the production side because money is very limited and the team is young and new. The team was wonderful and we had a great time. I was very strict maybe during the shoot because I had to concentrate very hard because I was not going to go out to have a picnic or a vacation because I've taken a bank loan and I'm making a movie. It was a high risk thing which I was doing. So I was absolutely focused, I was concentrating really hard. Despite all this, I think I managed to do a nice, reasonably good job of taking care of all these people and motivating them whatever I could. Because the main focus was on the story, on the script, on the performance of the actors. A little nudge here, a little nudge there, was enough to guide them in the direction which I wanted to. Because basically all the direction is there in the screenplay which I've written. I think I write detailed screenplays. So, even sometimes the pauses, the beats, I write in one beat, two beats. That's the edit. The silences I need, and of course they had to follow it as long as they don't goof up. Only if they goof up I used to go and correct them. I said not this way, do it this way, do it slow, do it fast, and sometimes of course do it another way. But I think they all understood that as onto something very personal. And my interest from the actor's point of view is to bring in something from within them, deep within them, so that they find it relatable to the character. The movie at its core is about independence. How difficult is it to stay independent and free in this world as an artist, otherwise too.
Shot 3, take 4. Okay, action.
Hey, Arjun, पीछे आके we'll finish it. Hey, have some. I like it.
morning, Director Sandeep sir.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Subhash is here.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Ohayou. This morning. See, can you hear the birds?
Yeah. Last morning at 6.
Today last day.
Exciting times.
Let's do it well, quietly, easy.
Full shanty. Peace and love, full shanty.
Simple living, high thinking.
Illusion is the sanity of wanting.
Quite cool to have a dad who can create songs like these, right?
Too cool, I guess. Never felt the need to meet his own son.
If I can ask, what happened?
Life happened, I guess. Editing's my bread and butter. But I am trying to write and direct my first film. 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. That was my normal schedule. And one day I collapsed in the edit studio. Woke up in hospital.
Okay, Mr. Persistent.
Hey. Mum was here in Goa on a solo trip a few months before getting married. She came overland by bus via Turkey, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and then India.
Crazy time it was. The really peas, the fakey peas, the freaks.
So you are what they call a flower child.
Not really sure what I am right now. It's all a bit confusing.
Chacun pour soi est reparti dans le tourbillon de la vie. Jeune mot. Atmosphère, atmosphère. Arletty.
Anyone walking the independent path, the world looks at them as some kind of a strange weirdo. Because as long as you don't help make another person make money, you're not important. And when you say you're independent, and me as an independent filmmaker, I've gone through lots of wonderful experiences and lots of not so wonderful experiences. The world thinks you're gone mad, you're crazy, you're not following the tried and tested path of making formula films, especially in India. I'm sure it's the same in the US and other mainstream industries. But staying true to oneself is what comes naturally to me, and that's what I would like to pursue, and that's what I've always pursued in all these 5 films. And at some level, Danny Goes Aum, I told myself it would be my last movie, because COVID kind of brought in this whole angle of, okay, the end is near. I want to make one last movie the way I want to make, with a minimal crew of 5, a small bank loan, and a team of people who trusted me. And I said, let's go and make it happen. And they all worked really hard, and we have an interesting movie. It's a minor miracle that a movie made under 30 lakhs has traveled, or is still traveling, and getting picked up here and there. So, of course, I didn't make it to make millions, you know. This movie is not made with that. It's not made with greed in mind, but it's made to show that independent cinema can exist. As a filmmaker, as an independent artist, I can exist. I can keep telling risky stories. I can keep telling stories which come from my heart. And if it appeals to people from around the world, I can continue being an artist, a true artist, an artist who believes that stories should come from the soul. The story should come from my soul and get into your soul. The whole idea is to communicate what's within me, which I cannot communicate through words, through the medium of cinema to you. And that's pretty much what I try to do. Of course, some would like it, some won't like it, but the whole thing is, this has been the journey of Danny Goes Aum. You know, it took me a long time, 4 or 5 years. I went to some festivals. I didn't go to all festivals. I try to do different things. I have a sales agent in the US now who is representing the movie. They're trying to do whatever is possible, you know, and they got into these territories. And it's not easy with non-star cast movies in the world. It's not easy to get a movie out, but I have been very, very patient. I've been quiet. I'm trying to do other things in life also. Meanwhile, pushing for the movie to come to more territories and hoping that this would help me make one more movie going forward. So this is what it is. It has been a wonderful journey with Danny Goes Aum. If you guys can just, if you have people in these territories, I'll put the links on my YouTube here. And please go and tell your friends to watch it. It's a quiet movie with a beautiful heart, I think, and with wonderful performances by the actors and some nice soulful music. Overall, I think I really enjoyed telling the story from my heart, and hope you like it. Bye. Namaste. Peace and love.